Dill Mill's fine. I'm sure. Like, there's girls I could have dated off Dill Mill, or probably could date right now off Dill Mill if I wanted. It's just like I said, I don't know for sure if they check all the boxes.
What do you think are the things um, that are like, what are the don'ts that you see on dating app profiles? Like, if you had to think about do's and don'ts of dating apps, like, what are the don'ts that you see? The things that kind of, quote, turn you off in girls' dating profiles?
Yeah, for sure. So the first thing is like, please have more than one picture, right? And please make it a clear photo. And
Mm-hmm.
ideally, you'd have pictures doing things that show your personality,
Yeah,
your interests, your hobbies,
yeah.
right? Like some girls only have one picture, or some girls have multiple pictures, but they're all selfies,
Mm.
right? Or just them in a dress or something, right? And I would prefer if like your pictures tell me something about you, your life, the way you live it, etc. So that's one thing. Two, I would say it's if you have the if you could write a bio, or I think with Dillmail and some other dating apps, you can like select prompts and answer the prompts. Like you should do it because that gives me more information about you as a person. Your bio tells me something about you. The prompts you select and your answers to those prompts tell me something about you, right? So it's hard enough just judging someone off of some photos if you don't like give any information about yourself. It's even harder to get to know somebody. But then again, like some guys will just I know a lot of guys who just swipe right on every girl. And I know guys who just don't even read the questions or the bios. And if like the girl's pretty, they'll swipe right. If they're not attracted to her, they'll swipe left. But I maybe actually put more time into scrolling through the profile before swiping right and left than the average person. But I would say good pictures, good bio, fill out the prompt. And lastly, I would just say be authentic, right? Because the last thing you want to do is like waste anyone's time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to waste anyone's time. But I remember matching with a girl once on Dillmill, and on her profile, she said she was like super physically active and into working out. And, based on her physique from the pictures I saw, like it was believable. And then I remember getting to know her and spending some time with her. And like, you know, she told me she had only worked out like 2 times in 3 months. And I was like, well, one of the criteria for me is a girl who works out or values her physical health. And I invested all this time, money, and energy to get to know you. And then I find out now, oh, you're not really into physical health and working out,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So it was, I won't say that was necessarily a deal killer,
Mm-hmm.
but I went in with the mindset, oh, this girl works out 2 to 3 days a week, right? And found out she doesn't work out at all.
Yeah.
So I was just be authentic about who you are, what your interests are, and how you live your life. Like, Dilmo has that question, are you physically active? And if a girl puts sometimes, or sometimes, that's not a deal breaker. If she puts often, that's a plus. But if a girl puts never, I don't care how she looks. I'll swipe left. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm not saying I got to work out every day with my like girlfriend, wife, but like, yeah, it'd be cool to like do fun things together. Maybe hit the gym together once or twice a week. So just like be authentic and depict who you are with
Yeah.
your profile.
Honesty is important. I think with regard to the first 2 points that you mentioned about the photos and the bio, so it sounds like the common issues on dating apps are the same between men and women. Because I remember when I was on the apps, those were my qualms with a lot of the profiles that were out there. But yeah, I think when it comes to photos, so we actually talked about this in episodes 12 and 13, I think. But yeah, your dating profile, I think your photos should serve three purposes. One, it should give the other person a very clear understanding of what you physically look like in the present day. And I say present day because I've seen guys posting photos from 2012. And then two, it's nice to have like a variety, a few different photos that provide a glimpse into what your hobbies and interests are. And in the same vein, that also creates like, a conversation starter for the other person. But yeah, I remember like when I was on the apps, like if there's no description or bio and all of your photos look like you're in the car, you know, I'm not going to feel compelled to like swipe right or whatever the favorable direction is.
Yep.
Okay, so I feel like we're almost about to be at the hour point. Okay, so let's try to wrap things up. So I wanted to talk about gender norms because this is